We begin with two breaking news stories that we've been following this evening. The family of one of the people hurt in the mass shooting at Tops filed a petition to preserve evidence from the accused killer's home.
We'll get to that story. First, though, Republican Congressman Chris Jacobs says he will not seek re-election after he backed gun reform measures. 2 on Your Side's Rob Hackford was at that announcement earlier today. Rob, this was the last day for Jacobs to do this if he wanted to get off the ballot. So maybe some people were anticipating this, but still kind of catching a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, Michael and Mary Alice, indeed a weird combo of sorts. There were very few announcements he could have made. As you mentioned, this all comes after Congressman Jacobs said last week that he would support some gun limitations. He says spurred by the tragedies here in Buffalo and Uvalde. That led to some swift backlash, he says, from within the Republican Party, and is one of the reasons he is not seeking re-election. Jacobs, a freshman congressman elected in 2020, also had his district cut during New York's redistricting process. So New York NY27, Jacobs' current district, was eliminated. He would have had to run in a totally new 23rd district, which covers most of the southern tier and southern Erie County. Jacobs said that barrier, too, was a reason for not seeking re-election, having to run in a totally new district. Jacobs will serve out his term, however, but did not say what's next after Washington. He left the answer to that question open-ended, only to say he's got some plans.
We have a problem in our country in terms of both our major parties. If you stray from a party position, you are annihilated. One major reason I'm doing this is I don't want to divide this party. I want to work with it. I will work with them. I'm going to continue to be an advocate to urge them to also look at this with a little more open mind. I don't think it's good for the party long term.
Now, Jacobs, a Republican member of Congress, said with his remaining time in Washington that he would propose federal bipartisan legislation to limit the sale of body armor, high-capacity magazines, and would support measures to increase the age to buy a semi-automatic weapon to 21. How much can happen from now until January, when he would leave office, will largely depend on Democratic leadership, however. Now, Jacobs' departure is already stirring the pot politically. North Country Congresswoman Elise Stefanik has already thrown her support behind Carl Palladino to run for New York's 23rd congressional district. We'll see who else gets added to that list. Michael and Mary Alice.